exploring the web's most forbidden level. Narration script, 10 minutes. 00 to 035. Hook. You've heard of the surface web, the internet you use every day. You might have heard of the deep web, password-protected sites, databases, academic journals, the hidden but legitimate internet. And you probably know about the dark web. Tor. Onion sites. The anonymous underground where illegal markets operate. But have you heard of Mariana's web? According to legend, it's the 5th and deepest level of the internet. A place so secret, so protected, that accessing it requires quantum computers and closed-loop networks. Welcome to the Void Archives. Today, we're diving into Mariana's web, the internet's most forbidden level. Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? 035 to 230. The 5 layers of the internet. To understand Mariana's web, you need to understand the internet's supposed structure. Level 1. The surface web. Everything indexed by search engines. Google, social media, news sites. This is about 4% of the total internet. Level 2. The Bergie web, named after iceberg. Content not indexed, but still accessible. Through normal browsers, login-protected sites, paywalled content, private social media profiles. Level 3. The deep web. Academic databases, government records, medical files, corporate intranets, legal, but hidden behind authentication. This makes up roughly 96% of the internet. Level 4. The dark web. Tor hidden services. I2P networks. Freenet. Anonymous marketplaces. Forums. Whistleblower platforms. Both legal and illegal activity. Requires special software. And then, Level 5. Mariana's web. Named after the Mariana Trench, the deepest point in Earth's oceans, the absolute bottom of the internet, unreachable by normal means. But what's supposedly down there? And more importantly, does it actually exist? 230 to 430. What's allegedly in Mariana's web? According to internet lore, Mariana's web contains the Vatican's secret archives, digitized versions of documents the Catholic Church has never publicly released, prophecies, hidden history, forbidden knowledge dating back centuries, location data of Atlantis, coordinates to lost civilizations, archaeological discoveries governments have suppressed, the truth about extraterrestrial contact, government files, on UFOs and alien communication that make Area 51 look like a tourist attraction, AI systems that predate public artificial intelligence, self-aware programs that have been running since the 1980s, hidden from the world, financial records of the global elite, the real puppet masters, banking systems that control world economies from the shadows, and perhaps most disturbing, active human consciousness. The legend claims that minds have been digitally uploaded and exist within Mariana's web as pure information. It sounds like science fiction, conspiracy theory, fever dreams, and yet thousands of people believe it's real. Why? 430 to 630. The technical claims. What makes Mariana's web allegedly unreachable isn't just secrecy. It's technology we supposedly don't have. Claim 1. Quantum computer access required. Standard computers use binary, ones and zeros. Quantum computers use qubits, which can exist in multiple states simultaneously. They're exponentially more powerful. The theory claims Mariana's web is encrypted using quantum algorithms that traditional computers literally cannot crack. Not in years, not in centuries. It's mathematically impossible without quantum computing power. Problem: quantum computers exist today. They're experimental and expensive, but governments and corporations have them. If Mariana's web requires quantum access, those entities could reach it. So why haven't they? Claim 2. Closed-loop networks. Mariana's web allegedly isn't connected to the public internet at all. It exists on physically separate networks, isolated systems, with no connection points to the outside world. Think of a computer network inside a bunker with no external cables. No wireless signals, completely air-gapped from the global internet. But if it's completely isolated, how would anyone even know? It exists. How would information leak out about its contents? Claim 3. Polymorphic code. The legend suggests Mariana's web's infrastructure constantly rewrites itself. The code changes every few seconds. Addresses shift, protocols mutate. Even if you found a way in, the entrance would be gone moments later. It's technologically fascinating. It's also completely unfalsifiable. Any evidence against it can be explained away with, "It changed before you could verify it." 30-8. The reality check. Here's the uncomfortable truth about Mariana's web. There's zero credible evidence it exists. No leaked screenshots. No whistleblowers from intelligence agencies. No academic papers discussing its architecture. No arrests linked to accessing it. Every source traces back to forum posts, YouTube videos, and conspiracy websites. The entire concept can be tracked to a single internet infographic from around 2010 showing the 5 levels of the web. That infographic went viral, and from that moment, Mariana's web became internet mythology. But let's address the elephant in the room. Just because there's no public evidence doesn't mean it's impossible. Governments absolutely maintain classified networks. JWICS, the Joint Worldwide Intelligence Communication System, is a real top-secret network used by U.S. intelligence. It's completely separate from the public internet. Russia, China, and other nations have similar systems. These are real, closed-loop networks that most people will never access. So in a sense, Mariana's web exists, not as a mystical 5th level filled with alien secrets, but as classified government and military networks that are functionally unreachable by civilians. The truth is more boring than the legend, but it's real. 8 o'clock to 9:15. Why the legend persists. Mariana's web endures because it satisfies something deep in human psychology. The need to believe there's always another layer, another secret beneath the secrets. We want to believe that beyond what we can access, there's hidden knowledge, ultimate truth, the real story. That explains everything. It's the same impulse that drives conspiracy theories. The idea that someone, somewhere, knows what's really going on. And if we could just reach deep enough, we'd find it too. Mariana's web is also a perfect, unfalsifiable myth. You can't prove it doesn't exist. Any lack of evidence is just evidence of how well hidden it is. This makes it immune to debunking, no matter how much. Evidence points to it being fiction, believers can say. That's what they want you to think. But perhaps the most interesting aspect, Mariana's web, represents our fear and fascination with technology, outpacing human understanding. The idea that there are levels of digital reality we can't even comprehend. In an age where quantum computing, AI, and advanced cryptography are real, the idea of an unreachable digital realm doesn't seem that far-fetched. 9:15 to 10 o'clock. Closing. So does Mariana's web exist? not in the way the legends describe. There's no mystical. Fifth level containing Vatican secrets and uploaded consciousnesses. But classified networks, air-gapped government systems, quantum encrypted databases that civilians can't access, those are real. They exist right now. Mariana's web is a myth, but like all good myths, it's built on a foundation of truth. There are parts of the digital world we'll never see, systems we'll never access, secrets hidden in networks beyond our reach. The question isn't whether Mariana's web exists, it's whether we could recognize it if we found it. This has been the Void Archives. If you want to explore more mysteries from the internet's hidden layers, subscribe and turn on notifications. Because the deeper you go into the digital abyss, the more you realize we've barely scratched the surface. End.